Everybody needs to exercise. Let me tell you why I feel like kickboxing is the best for me, and maybe for you. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jeffrey Butts and I'm a doctor of dental surgery. And this channel is about health and wellness for you to optimize your health and wellness. And today we're going to talk about some exercise, and we're just going to talk about my exercise of kickboxing. I got an exercise of choice. It is so much fun to me. But let me tell you how it got started, all right? So I bought the office back in the day, 2012. I had an absolutely beautiful staff, and I decided to buy, besides me buying the office, I bought one of the other most expensive piece of equipment besides the practice itself. I bought this incredibly expensive piece of equipment called a CT scanner. Basically, it takes three-dimensional pictures of the head so that I can see things for certain types of dental surgery, or to see any kind of anomalies or bad bone growths in someone's mouth, in their head. That's what a CT scanner is. Okay, if you can imagine your highest purchase in life, this at the time it was $147,000. That's what it was. And I bought this thing. It took the company a week to install this machine in my office. Now, again, I had a beautiful staff, still have a beautiful staff, but most of the people back then, they've moved on, but had a nice staff, right? And they installed the machine, and it came time for the training. And on training day, my main assistant was an hour late with the Starbucks in her hand, and two ladies got into a physical altercation about who was going to take the CT scan next. It was incredibly embarrassing. As a matter of fact, I had to stop the training and ask the trainer to come back because there was so much chaos, we couldn't go on. I was out of my mind. I was actually angry. Well, my girlfriend at the time, who was blessed to not have to go to work, she was going to kickboxing every day at 10 o'clock at this place around the way from me. And I was like angry, and I didn't really do much exercise at that time. And I just said to her, I said, "What is that thing that you do, the kick?" She was like, "Kickboxing?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, let me try that, because I really wanted to hurt someone. And I'm not gonna hurt anybody, but I felt that way because I was so embarrassed. So I did an intro kickboxing class, and just so you know, there's no such thing as an intro kickboxing class. You get there, you sign your life away, and the object of the game is to do what the instructor says. They say, jab, 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 cross, kick. You just do it. My kicks were terrible, my jabs were terrible. It was terrible, but I was just doing what he said. And I would say that the class almost killed me, or it felt like it killed me, because at the end of the class, I was sitting in a pool all around. There's bags in front of me. I'm on the ground, because you end up doing like an ab workout at the end. And I am sitting in a pool of sweat. And the guy came to me and he was like, "What'd you think?" And even though the class tried to kill me, I said, sign me up. So that's what I did. I signed up and I became a kickboxing junkie. That's how I got onto it. And yes, again, it was from anger at first, but then the anger kind of went away. And then what I really liked about it was that it was a full body workout. We did push-ups, we did jump squats, we did jump tucks in between combinations, and it seemed like it just didn't stop. And I was thinking, this has got to be pretty good for me. I felt my stamina getting higher. My belly was going down. All types of things were happening with my body that, to me, felt good. And, I was sore also. I get sore, but I would just work right on through that and just keep on doing it. And I was like, this is really good. So, kickboxing, right? Another thing that it was for me was it was a stress reliever. I mean, now the jab, cross, hook, all that, it feels so good. And I'm doing it without anger at all. Yeah, I'm hitting the bag as hard as I can. I'm kicking the bag as hard as I can, but no longer do I have ex-employees' faces on the bag. Now it's just the bag and me. I even graduated a little bit into the Muay Thai, which is basically kickboxing, but with someone else. And I only did that for a little while, actual sparring. That was fun, but what would happen was, there was a guy, he was an older guy, he was older than me, and he'd been doing it for a while. And in our sparring session, he kicked me in the leg, and every time he kicked me in the leg, I just ate it. I thought it was okay. It didn't really hurt that bad because I guess my adrenaline was going, but I remember he did put his shin into my right thigh at one point. And I was like, ooh, that seems strong, but it was okay. But then, that was like over the weekend. And then Monday came. I had absolutely beautiful people all around my office, my staff, my patients, everybody's beautiful. But every time I took a step, my leg would light up. And the only thing that I could see was this guy's face. I couldn't see anything else. It was crazy. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I need to do this sparring thing as much as I've been doing it because I don't like the pain. And I'm not trying to prove anything, So that's it. What kickboxing has become for me is fun and enjoyable. I mean, I like the preparation, I like the warm-up, I like the class, and apparently, according to my blood type, I should be, and I'm an O blood type, I should be doing explosive exercises and movements for my blood type. Why? Because my O blood type is of original man. And original man was a hunter-gatherer. So, from fasted state, eating a bunch of fruits and vegetables, it would be time for the hunt. On the hunt, you have to have your stuff together because if you miss the tiger or the lion, they might not miss you. So you have to be deadly accurate, and I did say deadly accurate, in order to make sure that you are going to be able to eat, not die, and feed your family. So O blood types are supposed to have explosive movements and have that type of thing. So it seems like kickboxing just falls right into place with me for that, and I'm just doing it because that has to be, it feels so good for me. It feels so good. I'm sharing it with you. You should definitely try it because kickboxing might feel good for you. But the last thing I feel for me about kickboxing is that I feel, and this is only feel, like I have some self-defense skills. Every now and again, you'll hit with the trainer with the pads and he'll, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, jab, cross, hook. He just will give you, and he's hitting the pads and then he's like, right kick. And you just do what he says. But I feel like if it was a person, I might be able to defend myself or at least have the energy to run fast enough away from whatever situation's happening. I mean, I would never want to fight in the streets, that's ridiculous, but it does give me a sense of confidence that I can defend myself should I have to defend myself or a friend. So kickboxing for me. I highly recommend you try it at least, particularly if you're an O blood type, and just see how you do, see how it feels. Because for me, that type of explosive exercise, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, is part of my routine. I mean, I still lift a little bit of weights, I still do yoga in the morning, and that's my exercise routine. I stretch because health is really necessary in order for you to have a good life. And exercise is part of my thing, part of my health and wellness self-care thing, which is eating right, food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mindfulness behavior. That's it, y'all. And did you see how I slipped into food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mindfulness behavior? Did you see that? Because that is for you, that is for me, that is for all of us. Keep in mind that your health is your responsibility. And if you give your health responsibility and you give it away, you give it to the hands of someone else, and you just do what that someone else does, it might not be so good for you. That's really all I wanted to say about that. Please like and subscribe. If you agree or enjoy one or some parts of the things that I've said, please send it or share it with a loved one or a friend. And we'll talk about it later.